Hello, great minds. Welcome back to the Reactivate Great Minds community. We have been on an interesting, knowledge driven, action called topic: parents, youth, and their eventual outcome in life. Who should be held responsible? This has been a wonderful interactive section so far. Let me take time out to say thank you to everyone who has contributed to this topic. We are learning from you. People who are coming here to watch this and reading the comments are learning from you. And we do not take your sharing of knowledge with us for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're far too kind. Yes, on the continuation of it, we are meeting Buki. Buki is taking us out. Buki is one of the Reactivate Great Minds, team member. She's meeting other people to gather opinion. So it's just not us telling you or airing our opinion. We have other people that we are meeting as well. Do well to put your own view in the comment section. As you know, this is open for contribution. Yes. Before Buki takes over, in case you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, we encourage you to click on the subscription button. Click on the subscription button to be a part of this community. Turn on your notification so you get to know when we post new videos. Most importantly, do well to share your knowledge with us. We really appreciate when you share your knowledge with us. This community is not a one-way thing. We are not superimposing anything on anyone. We are here to gather together to learn from each other, to ensure that iron sharpens iron so that we can be the best possible version of who God has created us to be. Yes, and no one man is an island. No one man knows it all. That is why your knowledge is very important to us as well. Yeah, so let's go over as Buki takes over. Buki, over to you, girl.
Hello everybody, my name is Bukola and today I'll be going around several social media platforms to ask about the said topic. Who is to be blamed for the outcome of a youth in the future? Is it the youth themselves or the parents? For instance, if a youth becomes a drunkard or a prostitute, who is to be blamed? Is it the youth or their parents? Follow me as we ask these questions.
I'm just going to say this. You cannot blame any particular person for how a child turns out as an adult, because a lot of factors come into play in the development of a child as an individual. So as to that, I'm just going to say, no matter how hard the parents try, the person has a right to make choices, and you cannot base those choices on the kind of parenting he or she got. Because to some extent, yes, the home plays a role. The home, not the parent now. Because even if the child grew up in a home where the parents are so strict, but then you have one uncle or one auntie who is not good, who is not a good person. Remember, they pick up examples. They pick up what they see, not what you say. So along the line, as the child is growing, he picks up or she picks up different things. So you cannot now say, oh, it's the parent or it's the home. Totally. A lot of factors do come into play. So you blame those factors around, or probably you put the blame on the factors around that the child interacts with growing up into adulthood. That's my take on this topic.
So, I'm going to ask you a question. When a child grows up and turns out to be wayward, who do you blame it on?
I should blame the mother.
Okay.
Why? Because children always go to their mother. Let me give you a practical example with myself. I work with the Pega Nigeria PhD. I jump onto the mother. I come back to the village. They stay with their mother. I don't know what is happening in the house. The parents are very close to them. Give them food, direct them out. Only when I come back in the evening, how many hours do I have to stay with them? So it's the woman that train the children. It's the woman to train the children. And that even though my wife is a civil servant, but she goes out not early as me, goes out early in the morning like me, comes back within 1:30 to was a teacher. So she's close to them more than me. So if something goes on with the child, they blame.
We're not talking about now that they are a child. When they
Because,
grow up
why?
and become
Because
an adult.
what you feed into a child, what you give to a child, the Bible say I don't know how, but what I understand is that what you train you give to a child when the child is say young, that's what will make what you grow with. Understand? So that early training matters a lot in a child. So what the mother, any impact or not given to a child, he or she will grow with it, and it will affect he or she in a later stage of life. Understand? So
Okay.
yeah. So blame should go to women because they are more close to the children.
Okay. Thank you.
Who's to blame? Yes. If a child turns out wayward. In my opinion, I think the parents are more to blame, although the child has a responsibility to play too. But that also comes in when the child is older and has the ability to make decisions for himself. But I think the foundational virtue and values actually lies solely on the parents. And a parent is meant to train his child not by giving instructions, but actually by modeling virtue. So if a child turns out, for example, to be dishonest or in your word, wayward, he probably has seen that around his house. So it's solely very, very dependent on the parents to actually be the model of what they want their child to be. It's very short, right? Very short. I have a lot to say more, but I don't think the person wants the spiritual part of it. So.
Wayward, who would you blame?
The adults.
Why?
Because everybody should take responsibility for their actions. If when he was still young and he made a mistake, I believe the parents would have corrected him. Now, if an individual should grow to be an adult, all you have done in the past, you should take responsibility because it was your own decision. And what I feel that there's something I also feel that if a child is close to his own parents, when he grows to be an adult, he should know that he should have been able to talk to his parents when he was young, and definitely the parents will advise him in the right way. But at that teenagehood, most children don't really listen to their parents. It's at the end when they have grown, they'll start blaming the parent. And my dad or my mom did not tell me this is what I'm supposed to do or this is what I should do. But what I feel is that if I've done anything when I was young, now that I'm old or I've grown up, I should take responsibility for my actions. That's just what I think. So the adult is to be blamed.
Okay, not the parents.
Not the parents.
Okay.
Because the parents would have done their parts. And but strong head did not allow the child to obey. So I blame the adults.
Thank you.
Alright.
Who would you blame?
You can't blame both parties. You can't blame the parents, you can't blame the teachers, you can't blame the child. It's just how it is. Because sometimes or most times, the parents do their best in ensuring that those kids grow up to be a fantastic, child. But when this child is destined to be this way, no matter how hard you try, it turns out to be the same way that they will be. I'll use a case study like my sister, my most eldest one. All education was given, money was there, church services was there for her to, grow up to be a great woman, a great child. But at the end of the day, we are still the same way we are. So I would say no one is to be blamed. Sometimes the parents have a lot of role, in a child's life, the teachers, the family around, the environment around. But on most cases as well, you could see that even when all these are being put in place, they still end up the same way they are. In other way around, there are some children who education is not given to, environment is not, in the best. It's not in the best. They didn't grow up in the best environment. Their parents did not give them good training, but they still grow up and become great. So who do you blame then when a child who does not have good environment, your child does not have good parents or good education, and then you come out and become great, who do you blame? No one. You all say, oh, the parent did well, or the environment you grew up did well, or so on. So I would say it's just the way it is. Thank you.
Because they say the way you train a child should grow up and never depart from them. So if a child grows up and turns out wayward, that means I'll blame the parents, because the places you're supposed to guide them when they were growing up, you didn't do it. So you might expect them to grow up. Some of them are even ignorant of, they will be behaving badly and they will think it's normal, it's okay. Because of the upbringings and the morals they gave them, they think it's okay to behave in that certain way. But if you train your child very well, it's left to God. If they grow up now and decide to be wayward, it's now left to God to guide them. So that's my own opinion.
Yes, you said train up a child in the way he should grow. And when he is old, you will not depart from it.
Yes.
Yes. But as some children, when you see train them, they will still deviate from your training. You don't know.
That
So
one now,
whose fault is it? You as a parent, you try your best.
this one
to
now
train your
is
child.
now is very rare. Most
It's not
times
rare,
it's
because
rare.
like me now, let me
very rare.
use myself as an example.
Okay.
My parents trained me very well.
Yeah.
So even when my mother was cooking sometimes, she would call me. If I come and learn, she would shout my name 100 times, I will not answer. But now I can cook, not because my mother trained me how to cook. My mother did not teach me how to cook. I learned myself. So what will you say about it? They tried their best.
I'm trying about morals, like
It's the same
the
thing.
way you respecting your elders, knowing how to act in a certain way and all that. That's what I'm not talking about.
Your
How
mom will tell you,
chores.
tell me good morning. You as a small child, you tell your baby, tell this person good morning. Say, no,
Yeah.
I don't tell them good
Okay,
morning.
let me give you
Why
an
you keep
example. My
that?
sister children now, they are as small as the last two boys. They are like 3 years now. Immediately they wake up in the morning, they will just come and greet you, good morning auntie, or anybody that's in the house.
Yes, you as a
But
mother,
I can tell you now,
somebody too will see
that
the
my-
child, greet me good morning, the child will
I'm of the opinion that if you are between the ages of 14 to 35 years, then you should be held accountable for your actions. Reason being that 14 to 35 years, it is clearly obvious, like it is crystal clear that you know the difference between your left and your right, and that you also know the difference between right and wrong. Fine, I'm not disputing the fact that it's the way the parents bring up a child that we tend to be, but I mean, between the ages of 14 to 35, you know whatever you are doing, and you know whether what you are doing is the right thing or not. Even if you lie to every other person, the truth is we can't lie to ourselves. Basically, all I'm trying to say is, as young adults, we need to learn how to start taking responsibilities of our own actions. And by taking responsibilities of your actions, you need to own up to yourself that you are the cause and the solution of whatever you are doing. Whatever the problem is, whatever life you are living, you are the cause and you are also the solution. You can make or mar your life.
There you have it. People and their several opinions. Well, as for me, I think that the youth is to be blamed, because when you're grown, you have the choice to make your own decisions for yourself. Why blame your parents? Thank you. And I would also like to give a shout out to Reactivate Great Minds. I love what you guys are doing in the community. Thank you for enlightening us. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you so much, Buki. We really send back a shout out to you. We say, yeah, well done. And thank you all for staying tuned to this time. Thank you for listening to others. Special thanks to everyone who accepted to share their knowledge, to share their opinion. We thank you for letting your knowledge to be received by others. Do well to share this video to every young person you know, so they can equally learn from everything we are doing here in the Reactivate Great Minds community. The comment section is still very much open for your contributions, for your further advice, your further take, and feel free, let's communicate in the comment section. Until we meet again in our next video, I encourage you to watch out, because we'll be freestyling with this particular topic. Yes, don't miss out. Bye.